Should you scout for Brycen-Man and Zoroark? Is he any good? Well, guys, he is a costume scout, and costume scouts, same as Spotlight Scouts, share the same 7% chance of getting a random 5-star. But you can have a cheaper route, which is a paid route. You need paid gems for this. 7,700 paid gems gives you a 25% chance of getting him. And 20,200 paid gems guarantees you 1 copy of Brycen-Man. Although the regular banners, 3 multiples gives you 3 tech move candy coins. He has an EX roll of strike, which we already have a dark type with an EX roll of strike, and that is a carry. So if you're looking for a dark type that can hit everyone with your sync move and it's fairly recent and pretty good, a carry might be a nice suggestion for you guys, just in case you have her and you have not EX rolled her yet. Now, this sync pair is a tech sync pair. That means multipliers, multipliers, multipliers. Tech strike combination is good because multipliers plus AoE sync move is quite nice. Although the attack stats, you know, the offenses wise, not really that crazy. 328, 354 is okay. Pretty good, but still not as crazy as those reaching the 400 something mark. He has different passive skills, which are interesting. Let's talk about that after talking about the moves themselves. Night Days has a 40% chance of lowering the opponent's accuracy. But now let's talk about the passive skill number 3 on a roll 2, which means that every single time you use Night Days, you get to lower the opponent's accuracy stat by 1 every single time you use Night Days. Guard Spec is a trainer move that basically guarantees that you will not have your stats lowered as long as this is active. So if the opponent loves to lower your stats, use this. Pretty nice. And then you have your buddy move, which unlocks after you use 1 trainer move. So either my Dark Secret Arts or Guard Spec. And what this does is that you can use this twice and it will lower the opponent's special attack stat as well as special defense stat -2 stat ranks. Again, you can use this twice, so that means you can lower the opponent's special attack stat -4, and you lower the opponent's special defense down -4 after 2 uses. But every single time you use this, you have to use another trainer move in order to unlock this yet. Now, the best thing about this one, you give the opponent dark type rebuff, making every single dark type attacks and sync moves stronger. Now, one more thing is that this hits all opponents. So that means all opponents will have their debuffs, will have their dark type rebuff, and you can give 2 dark type rebuffs to all the opponents. Last, we have My Dark Secret Arts, which gives you a move gauge acceleration, raises your special attack stat +4, raises your critical hit rate +2, but then you do not get to max out your critical hit rate this way because you can only use this once. Now, sync move, the lower the opponent's special defense stat is, the stronger your sync move is gonna be. And how do you lower the opponent's special defense? By using your buddy move. Now, going back to our passive skills, you have hit rebuff down opponent, free move next 9, which means every single time you attack an opponent, as long as they have the rebuff, which means as long as you have used your buddy move, your next move is gonna be free all the time, which is good because Night Days is a 4 move gauge attack. So you are gonna use Night Days, Night Days, Night Days, Night Days, Night Days non-stop for free as long as the opponent has the rebuff, which is quite nice and quite strong. And then your second passive skill, when you have debuffed the opponent and you use your sync move for the very first time, whatever debuffs that the opponent has will be multiplied ×2. So if you use Night Days once, you have lowered the opponent's accuracy stat -1. Well, your opponent's accuracy stat will go down -2. It was multiplied by 2, basically. And your opponent's special attack, special defense, if you have used your yearly Captivating Fate tiers twice, you get to lower the opponent's special attack, special defense all the way down to -6. Any other stat that you have lowered with any passive skill, anything, any attack by your other sync pairs, it will also be multiplied by -2 after you use your sync move for the very first time. And that is what your second passive skill does. Now, let's talk about the, sync grid of this sync pair right now. But before that, again, you have a special lucky cookie for this one. You can get this from your item exchange for the events. You have Brycen-Man Lucky Cookie 1 with Discombobulate 4. So by getting this one, you have a 50% chance of lowering the opponent's accuracy stat, whatever attack you use. And remember that I think Discombobulate 4 also piles up with On a Roll 2, but I might be wrong about that. So just in case, you get to lower the opponent's accuracy stat -2. So whenever you use Night Days, if you use Night Days like 2 times before you use your very first sync move, then that means you can lower the opponent's accuracy stat -4. And then, this Discombobulate 4 also triggers with your buddy move. So just in case you have lowered the opponent's accuracy stat -3 before you use your sync move for the very first time, well, the opponent's accuracy stat will go down -6. So that is a nice thing for this lucky cookie, just in case you want to give this lucky cookie to him. Now, 1 out of 5, 1 copy. You got Escape Artist and Unflappable, prevents you from getting trapped, prevents you from flinching, which is ordinary. 2 out of 5, you get Fail Forward 1. When the opponent misses because of their lowered accuracy stat, you get to charge your move gauge -1. Gobsmack 4, 50% chance of confusing the enemy when you attack the opponent. Guard Spec Barricade 1, so you can raise your special defense, not just prevent your stats from being lowered. An MP refresh for that one. My Dark Secret Arts Hit and Heal 9 gives you a gradual healing effect for yourself. An MP refresh for that one. Natural Remedy to remove all status conditions for the very first time you get hit with those. Night Days Move Gauge Refresh 3. Not sure if you want this because you already get the free move next every single time with your first passive skill. Quick Cure to remove the confused, flinching, and trap conditions from yourself. Trip Up 9 to lower the opponent's speed stat every single time you attack an opponent. Again, this should trigger with your buddy move as well as your normal Night Days attack. Again, if you have lowered the opponent's speed stat, once you use your sync move, all lowered stats will be multiplied by 2, which means the opponents will be getting slower, much slower than what they are currently right now. So, this has 3 out of 5 as maximum. There's no 4 copies. There's no 5 copies with Costume Scouts. 3 out of 5, you got Grand Entry 2, so you can max out your special attack stat because your trainer move only raises your special attack stat to +4. Mind Boggler 9, every single time you hit an flinching, confused, or trap opponent, you get to lower the opponent's special defense stat -1. Not sure if you need this again, because just by using your buddy move twice, and by using your sync move, you already max lower the opponent's special defense stats. So, and by the way, you can only confuse the opponent using Brycen-Man if you have Gobsmack 4. Because there's no way of confusing the opponent using him other than Gobsmack 4. My Dark Secret Arts Critical Hit I1 basically raises your critical hit rate to maximum rather than just +2. My Dark Secret Arts No Stat Up on Field 9 will give your opponent a no stat increases effect so that the opponent cannot raise any stat that they have. I think including critical hit rate just in case. So that's going to be fun. The opponent cannot lower your stats from Guard Spec, and the opponent cannot raise their own stats by having this thing. Obscuring Sync 5 is a sync move multiplier if the opponent has any accuracy stat lowered -1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever. Your sync move is gonna get 50% powerful, 50% stronger rather. Overpower, the lower the opponent's special attack stat is, the stronger your normal attack, which is Night Days, is gonna be. Satisfied Snicker to lower the opponent's special attack stat -1 when you attack it. So again, you probably don't need this unless, you want to lower the opponent's special attack stat immediately, but by using your sync move and by using your buddy move at least twice, you get to lower the opponent's special attack stat to minimum already. And you have Sync Thinker 9. After you use your Sync move, you will have a special moves up next effect, which will power up your next attack, your Night Days, by 40%. Then you have 2 Sync move power up tiles, and that's basically it. So what does this Sync move pair do, guys? Very strong dark type sync pair, which can lower the opponent's accuracy stat. Actually, you will lower the opponent's accuracy stat with Night Days. There are other tiles that can lower the opponent's accuracy stat if you want to get them. And then it can lower the opponent's special attack, special defense stat. It can prevent the opponent from lowering your stats, prevent the opponent from raising their stats. And then you can lower your opponent's speed stat as well with Trip Up 9. And then by using your Sync move for the very first time, whatever debuffs you have inflicted on the opponent will be ×2, which means the opponents will get weaker. And then you give all opponents at least 2 dark type rebuffs, making not just Brycen-Man, but just in case you have Akari, or just in case you have Champion Marnie, or whoever dark type in your team, your dark type attacks are gonna get stronger. This sync pair does not bring in Dark Zone. If you want Dark Zone, Akari is the way to go. And Akari again has an EX role of Strike as well. She's a physical striker. So if you're looking for a dark type, a recent dark type that can hit everyone, that is a strong sync pair, Akari might be a good one. Champion Marnie is still a very strong sync pair. But Brycen-Man, with those multipliers, built-in multiplier, sync move multiplier, and again, by 6-star EXing her, you get a 1.5 times multiplier as well. So, you got a rebuff multiplier, a built-in multiplier, obscuring sync 5, what else? Yeah, obscuring sync 5, and then your 6-star EX multiplier. Lots of multipliers for this sync pair and the rebuff. But if you want to make him stronger, bring in a Dark Zone, bring in a sync pair that can give super effective up next effect, and then dish out all the damage on the opponent. Boom! This sync pair is also very fast because of free move next, free move next, free move next from his first trainer move, or rather his first passive skill. And with that said, guys, that is it for discussion of Brycen-Man and Zoroark. Again, scout for your faves instead of the meta. And if you enjoyed this video, guys, make sure you hit the like button for me, as well as let me know if you're scouting for Brycen-Man, because, you know, Pokestar Studios finally here. Until then, if you want to support the channel, you can go to my coffee.com/SBLGum page and support my Animal Flow mentorship coming this October, or join my members by clicking on the join button down below. And a huge shout out to all of you for all your continued support. Thank you guys so much for everything. And until then, that is the end of this video. I'll see you with the next one very soon. Rawr!